The Dust of Snow, poem by Robert Frost. Class 10 English, Reader First Flight. By Mrs. Virginia, TGT English, KV Pickett. We are creations. I would like to read the poem for you, The Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Robert Frost was a famous American poet. Much of his works reflects the New England countryside where he spent a large part of his life. The poem Dust of Snow was published in New Hampshire in 1923. This collection gave him the Pulitzer Prize. I would like to explain stanza 1 of the poem. This short poem by Robert Frost throws light upon the unimaginable healing power of nature and tiny things around. From a bad mood to ill health, there is nothing that can't be cured by nature. The poet was experiencing one such bad day when a crow's movement near a hemlock tree dusted snow upon him. The snow instantly makes him happier. His day gets a lot better. Thus, the supremacy of nature as a whole made him realize how petty his problem was. The fact that the hemlock tree is poisonous, combined with crow being the indicator of doom and fear, are used in the poem as the carriers of happiness in the life of narrator is ironical. The poet, through these objects, has tried to highlight that sometimes creatures linked with negative aspects of life can be the bringer of change and happiness. Being outdoors in nature with all its unpredictability can benefit anyone, anywhere, at any time. We move on to the second stanza. For reasons unknown, the author was having a terrible day, but the falling of the snow on his head lifted his mood instantly. He had already spent his day in a bad mood, but the rest of it was saved by the crow and the hemlock tree. Generally, hemlock tree and crow are used for negative references, but the poet used them beautifully to portray that inauspicious things can bring joy and happiness too. One must not take things for granted and should be open and accept whichever way nature chooses to bless us. Do you know why literary devices are used in a poem? Literary devices are techniques that writers use to express their ideas and enhance their writing. It helps the reader to connect to the characters and theme. It highlights the important concepts in a poem. Now we have the rhyme scheme of this poem A B A B C D C D. The first literary device, alliteration, the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. The instances of alliteration are as follows: has given my heart and saved some part. Has heart saved some. Inversion: when the structure of a sentence is changed by the poet to create rhyme, this poetic license is called inversion. In the first stanza, inversion can be seen. Assonance: the prominence of a vowel sound throughout a line is called assonance. In stanza 1, line 2, shook down on me. The O sound is prominent. Next, the enjambment. When the same sentence continues to the next line without the use of any punctuation marks, it is called enjambment. It has been used throughout the poem. Higher order thinking skills. Question 1. Our mental condition depends on our surroundings and it can be changed according to it. Explain with reference to the poem. This is a 5 marks question. Next question. There are times when we feel hopeless. We think that things will never change. Suddenly, a change comes in our mood when cheerfulness replaces the sense of regret. Justify the above statement in the context of the poem, The Dust of Snow. That's all, folks. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something. Comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.